I thought it was over, God had other plans. I thought it was over, God had other plans. I thought it was over, God had other plans. Took my life, laid it down, placed it in his hands. I'm free.
What's up, everyone? We're back. This is episode number 3.
It only took us 7 months.
Long awaited time. Your patience is appreciated.
Yes.
You know what? 7 months, but we're coming back with some fire. Like today's going to be just off the charts. My name is Mike Fletes. I got my beautiful wife over here, Camille Fletes, and we are excited. We got a jam-packed episode.
Yes.
Bunch of stuff to talk about. Bunch of stuff to catch you up on. Oh my gosh. First of all, let's start here. Thank you, Lord, for this day. God, you're amazing. We give you all the glory. There's been so many great things that we want to give you praise for.
Yes.
You know, some things that have been great, some things that have been not so great, but you know, we've been tested, we've been stretched, our faith has increased. So, and we've helped out each other and other people. So thank you, God. We just want to give you all the glory again. So
Yes,
let's get started. Amen. So my wife came prepared. She's got a bunch of stuff that she wants to talk about. She's super organized, just like me, but she likes to write things down. I like to just wing it from the top of my head and let's get things going. So what's the first thing, honey? Let's jump into it for the viewers.
Yeah, so we really want to just catch you guys up on everything that's been going on with us and why we have taken so long to get episode 3 out. So thank you guys for having patience with us. But just wanted to keep it real with everybody of what's been going on. And so, I mean, that's our podcast, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Real with Mike and Camille. So I'll just kind of let you guys know what's been going on from my perspective, and Mike will share his story. But when we did our podcast in October, it's kind of crazy because we were kind of on a roll. There's a lot of things going on. Last year was a great year for us. We helped a lot of people. That was our mission, to just kind of serve and help people, and we did. But in October, there was a lot of things going on, and I kind of feel like there was, for me, I don't know if you felt this way, but there was kind of like a burnout for me.
Oh yeah,
and
I went through my own burnout.
Yeah, so in October, I actually ended up getting very stressed and got sick. And so I didn't really share this with anybody. I didn't really share it on my social media. I didn't share it. Only the close people knew what was going on with me. But when that happened, I needed to take some time off. And we as a family needed to take some time off as well. So we did that. I took care of myself. The family was there for me. Of course, my husband, he was great and being there for me. And I really needed that. So
Through better or through worse.
Absolutely.
Sickness and health.
Yes.
Take these vows serious. You see that right there? It's a wedding ring.
He does. He takes good care of me, and I'm so grateful for that.
Finally, she said on camera as proof. Okay.
So that was October. I got sick, and I really had to take some time off. I started experiencing vertigo, and that was weird, and that came out of nowhere, and just weird things started happening to me. So, anyways, took some time off, which I'm thankful for. God gave me time to kind of take care of myself and recharge. And then I went hard in January with work, and I just have put my foot on the pedal, gas to the metal, right? That's how I say it? Gas to the pedal to the metal? Something like that. Anyways.
Sure.
My foot's been on the gas, okay? I've just been going hard. And, you know, I've been working really, really hard, and God's been blessing my business and our family. So I'm very grateful for that. So now that we're kind of back there, but there's been some things in between, and Mike will share that with you as well. But now that we're kind of over that hump, we're back and we're ready to share, you know, our story with you guys, and then help you out and go back to the topics that you guys want to hear from us. So
yeah, share our wins, share our losses. Now a little bit about me. Let's see. When was the last time we did our podcast? October. So in October, that was month number 2 of my transformation when it comes to my fitness, my health, my mindset. And guess what, guys? I'm still sticking to it because I'm committed.
Yay.
My mindset is strong. My faith is stronger than ever. And I have lost a total or complete amount of weight, which accumulates to 55 pounds.
Wow. Where's the button for that?
That is definitely not the one. That's an echo. Okay. But yeah, thank God. Like I'm a completely different person, and I want to share these habits with you, and I want to share so many things, but that's going to be a separate episode. I just want to give you a summary. Like I'm on an upward journey. And again, I give God the credit because he's been with me. I've been, this is hard, but what's harder is also being the other way that I was: fat, insecure, out of shape. You know, my self-esteem was low, my heartburn, my little minor health issues that could have become bigger if I didn't pay attention to them. That was like my body giving the alert system to me and saying, hey, change your lifestyle, you know. And I'm also about to approach 11 months being sober, not drinking 1 ounce of alcohol. Praise God for that. So yes. I'm going to help a lot of people. My journey, my wife's journey, we've gone through a lot of things. That's just kind of the tip of the iceberg. Mm-hmm. And we're going to get personal, even more personal, get into details, become vulnerable.
Yes.
Because God's calling us to help, not call people out, but call people up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, so let's go and let's get things going.
Yeah,
what's the first topic right there?
Let's go. Well, let's go. Why don't you kind of get a little bit deeper into that? Because one thing that happened with us going through this, we were tested.
Mm-hmm.
So
in what ways?
Well, recently you were tested with faith.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That was one thing that we were struggling with.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about some of the struggles that we've dealt with recently and how we've kind of overcome those and how God's...
Yeah, well, a couple of the struggles that I've dealt with, like being a Christian is one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. Just speaking myself personally, you know, things are great. And when things are great, like you're feeling top of the world, you feel, you know, invincible, unstoppable. But then when you get tested or the enemy or the devil comes at you and starts throwing your old sins at you or temptations and tries to get you off track, or even those doubts in your mind, like those fears, the worry, financially, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, all that stuff, like you start questioning things. And I questioned a lot of things. And I even questioned God. I was, you know, having personal, intimate conversations with my wife, even crying because I was hit very hard. My storms have been very hard. And I told her, I go, you know, like, I'm trying to do all these good things. I'm trying to do what the Bible's talking about. I'm running away from my old self, all the old sin that I used to be a part of. You know, I talked about drinking, you know, which that led to other things that I wasn't proud of, and you know, just living that lifestyle where I was overweight, gluttony, overeating, you know, being lazy in some aspects, not being focused, just being selfish, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? Mm-hmm. And then I even questioned, like, God, like, I never hear your voice. Like, come on, give me some kind of sign. I'm hearing other things from people. They're like, yeah, God speaks to me or whispers to me. And I'm just over here feeling lonely, feeling hopeless in some senses, but I never lost faith. I always had at least 0.000000001%.
That mustard seed.
Yeah, the mustard seed, like the Bible talks about. And my wife she played a huge role. I've had to open up more to her, and I had to realize, like, hey, she's my best friend and she's my partner. We're doing this thing together. I can't try to be the person that's just going to try to carry the whole family on my own. I have to communicate with her and let her know what's going on. You know, it was just better that way. I've tried so many years to do it on my own, and it's just better. We're running in the same direction, but we can run together faster and get to the goal a lot faster, and then live God's purpose that he has for us faster. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't have to be so difficult, because when you have somebody else, like a support system, like your spouse or your best friend, or if you're dating somebody you trust, it's a lot. Life's a lot better. You don't have to really go through those difficulties, you know, so badly. And yeah, it's just that's kind of a nutshell of where things have been with me as far as my battles. But I feel like I'm getting back in the right direction. I feel more positive, even though truthfully, like, my circumstances in some areas do not look like I would want them to be, or have that expectation or standard, right? But still, like, that's faith, is believing and focusing on Jesus and being like, you know what, I'm not alone. He's with me. He's going to get me through whatever I'm going through, whatever you're going through. He's our provider. He's never forsaken me. And God loves you and me so much that, you know, he's allowing things to happen for a reason. More than often, there's a lesson to learn from it. We come out bigger, better, stronger, and we just end up winning because, you know, this is our life. This is our one and only chance that we have. And we just got to stay faithful and understand that perseverance is key to this whole process and journey. You have to not only look forward to the very end of it and be like, oh, I'm going to be happy when I get there. No, you got to rewire your mind and be like, I'm going to be happy throughout the journey, throughout the process. And I'm going to learn to not let things affect me when things don't go my way. That's what I've learned. So that's what I wanted to share with you.
Yeah, definitely. I think there's a reason for everything.
There is.
And it's a process. And how can you learn some of those things if you don't go through the journey, if you don't go through the process?
Yeah.
You know, you have to go through those things sometimes and be tested so that your faith can grow, grow stronger.
Yeah.
So let's get back. So what I wanted to do is kind of go through. So what else have you been doing these past 7 months? Because I mean, we're talking about November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Now we're in June.
So November, you have the notes. I don't even remember what I did yesterday. Go ahead. What you got there?
November, I remember it was just more of we took some time off. Remember, you were still working. Like I think per usual.
Yeah,
I had taken some time off. We did take some family time. We went on a cruise. That was amazing.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, to be honest with you, it was our first time going on Carnival, and we were like, "What is this?"
All right. Well. Yeah, that Carnival cruise wasn't to our expectations.
We had been on Princess before. That was our first cruise.
Disney.
We went on Disney.
Mm-hmm. So like the bars is set pretty high.
Right.
And this bougie one right here, we end up going on Carnival with one of our other bougie neighbors.
Because it was last minute. It was last minute. And that was the only cruise without flying somewhere that we can get from like...
It was to Mexico, right?
Yes, but Ensenada,
it was from...
the
cruise, a 3-day cruise?
Yeah, from Long Beach.
4-day cruise.
It was the only cruise you can get from Long Beach,
Yeah, because right now you can't really fly because stuff's like blowing up and stuff's, especially flying Spirit. Stay away from that airline.
Don't fly Spirit.
Unless you want to like get ejected and land somewhere else.
Fly out the door?
Fly out of the door.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, we ended up taking a Carnival cruise, which wasn't like the nicest, but it was all right.
We ended up having fun.
We made the best of it.
We did.
And we had fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to our neighbors, right? Alejandra, Carl,
yes,
and their kids. It was fun.
Yes, it was fun.
Beautiful being out in the ocean and just like decompressing and disconnecting. We didn't have service. We were forced not to have service. And we really just were able to unplug. So
disconnect.
Enjoy so that was cool. And what about December? Should we jump into that month?
Yeah, let's do it.
So December, we love to host and we love our neighborhood. And we had a Christmas party here with our neighbors. And just a little small intimate gathering where we had a pajama themed Christmas party. We had some fun. We had some games. We had dancing. It was great food, great company, great memories. And that was a great time. So that was December. And let me see. We closed out the year pretty strong. You know, everything else that we can think of. I mean, no regrets there. Just closing it out, looking back, seeing how we can become better, how we can evolve and progress in every area. That's just the way my wife and I are. You know, we always evaluate our situation and we're like, okay, like how can we improve? But now we're living more in the moments of like, you know, we value more things. Like I value more time. I value obviously more my health because if I'm not healthy as the husband and the father of the household, how am I going to take care of my wife? How am I going to take care of my kids? How am I going to take care of other people that rely on me? And how am I going to be sharing my testimony with people on social media or in person? I need to be as healthy as possible because, you know, I have a lot to share, a lot of good news from my heart that God has blessed me with and Jesus has changed me. So that's December. Let's jump into 2024. How do we start the new year? How do we ring the new year?
2024. Honestly, this year has gone by so fast.
Yeah,
we're halfway through 2024 already, which is crazy. And I only remember working my booty off the last 6 months, to be honest with you.
Yeah, she's been hustling. Like her work has been blowing up.
I've just been working so much that I don't really remember too much besides your birthday, your 40th.
Oh man, my 40th birthday.
That was January.
That was January. Yeah. But we just skipped over New Year. What did we do New Year?
New Year's, I think. What did we do?
I think we just probably. Oh, we just had a little get together, a little celebration here, just with the kids.
That's right. We did. Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah, but man, my 40th birthday.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Gosh, that was off the hook. I turned 40, the big 40, and my wife threw a party that I'll never forget. If I was able to turn this camera around, like you'd be able to see, I have Mike's 40th birthday poster up there. I still have like the invitation that she made, and it was a formal black tie themed birthday party. So many great memories. She hired like a Frank Sinatra upscale singer. He was incredible.
Yes.
So classy, so elegant. Like everybody, all of our neighbors, friends, family showed up and they were looking amazing. Of course, like I'm really picky on the music, so I had to DJ and I had my own setup, but it was like done up. I had everything out there. Like maybe I'll put like a little, I don't know, maybe I can drop a little video or something. I can edit it into the video. But yeah, I had the lights, the up music, or the up the smoke like coming out from the fog machine, like with different colors and all that stuff. And I had we rented the clubhouse here where we live.
Yes.
And I had a custom video in the background playing. It was just like, man, it was done up.
It was the best.
Super right. Details and everything. My wife pays close attention to that because she's just amazing. The napkins that we had my monogram on there. Had the first initial of my first name, M. So for Mike. And then, we just had like beautiful tableware, linens. We had custom drink names for our guests that were drinking adult beverages. Like we had some pretty cool names that we came up with. Like I think one of them was I Don't Miss, because as of today, I've had 350 consecutive workouts. I've never missed. I work out 6 days a week. Thank you. 6 days a week I work out, and Monday through Saturday. I'm sorry. Take Sunday off. It's my rest day. But I never miss was one of them. Like 3 a.m.
You didn't even drink alcohol.
No, I didn't drink alcohol. So here's the thing.
You had a mocktail. Did you have a mocktail?
Yeah, mocktails. I can now have fun not drinking, and I enjoy it more. It's a win-win. If you guys can understand, like I did a video on Instagram and people were clowning me, especially on TikTok. They were talking so much. That like, I was like, dang, you guys are ruthless, but I don't let stuff like that get to me. I made a video of me celebrating 10 months of not drinking, and then I made it look like I was going to cheers. I cracked open one of my favorite drinks, which is a Modelo beer. And right as I was going to say a speech and cheers, I poured that sucker out into the drain of my sink. The camera followed me and they showed it, and people were just hating. So
because you wasted a beer?
Because I wasted a beer, yeah. And they were calling me all kinds of names.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's all good. But so for my birthday, like it's a win-win. Because look, I'm not shaming people that don't want to that don't want to stop giving up drinking. That's your thing. I'm trying to show you how things can be if you want to change your life drastically. Like if you want to cut out alcohol and take your life to like the ultimate highest level and be the best version of yourself, follow me. Give up alcohol. But if you don't, whatever, I respect that. But on my birthday, it's a win-win again. I partied late, partied crazy, danced. A lot of people had a great time, great memories. And then the next day I had no hangover.
That's the best.
Yeah, it's the best. Like I love it. I don't miss that at all. I'm no longer worried about driving, even if I'm buzzed, getting DUIs. I'm no longer worried about arguing with my wife when alcohol takes over my emotions and feelings and just amplifies that. And I say stupid things. You know, I've only said a few stupid things, right? Mm-hmm. All the years we've been together. So
you can say that.
So yeah, you know, that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah, you bring a good point though about
Cheers.
having
alkaline Kangen water. If you guys want some,
mine's Canada Dry. It's a good topic.
Yeah.
Because I think from my own experiences, alcohol, from what I've seen in my own life, it's been the one thing that has either been, I want to say for the most part, it's always been more of a negative outcome of what I see.
Mm-hmm.
It starts out fun. It starts out like everybody's having a great time.
Yeah.
And then, but it just, when people don't know when to stop and abuse it, it's ugly. It's actually really ugly.
Oh yeah. And then sometimes they say things like, I don't even remember.
Right.
I don't remember doing that. Oh my gosh, I did that. That was me. Or they black out and I'm like, oh gosh.
Yeah.
I've been there.
We've all been there, but
It's
I think when you stop, you realize a lot more of just the freedom that you have and the health, right? The way you feel, just like you said, not having a hangover.
You drink less.
I drink on special occasions. I'll have like a little bit of wine. I had wine on Thanksgiving, I believe. I had 1 glass of wine. I had one on Christmas. I had 2 sips and I didn't like it. I didn't want it anymore. I would say probably after Christmas, it was a few months later, I had a little bit of champagne. But again, it's like my body now just doesn't want it. It doesn't need it. So that's been honestly the best feeling. Just like, okay, my body, it rejects it, really.
Yeah.
But I don't like waking up to a hangover. I don't want a headache. I don't want to feel like my
remember all the late night eating we were doing too?
Oh my gosh,
when we were like drinking, we were just so hungry. That's
and then he would be like, let's order pizza.
Bro, that's why I got fat. Like I got up to 225 pounds. And I think that's like, I don't know.
I don't remember you like that. But when you post those videos of yourself, I'm like, I don't remember you like that at all.
Yeah.
It's
I had
crazy.
a lot of, like when I would drink, I would want food. I'd have munchies. It was like a bad cycle. So
munchies.
Yeah, we can get into alcohol in another one. Like we can dedicate that.
Will.
If you guys want to hear like certain topics, and we can get into just one episode that focuses on alcohol. But we've done a 180 just from cleaning up our act when it comes in that particular area. Like we now went from, I'll give you an example. We used to stay up super late night watching TV, having drinks, eating bad, stay up until like maybe 12, 1 o'clock, watching TV or whatever, hanging out together. We wouldn't wake up.
It's not bad. Like we weren't doing anything bad, but it wasn't like
just our habits were bad.
Our habits were
like
bad.
We would wake up the next day, like she said, with a headache. I would wake up hurting. I would wake up not without any energy, not focused.
But
like
energy.
I personally would wake up 9, 10 o'clock, sometimes even 11 if I went hard. And then it started taking me 2 days to recover. And that's when I was like, dude, I'm getting old. Like I hit 40. I can't be doing that no more.
Yeah.
But now the 180 part, right, where we changed our life completely. She now gets up. She's now a morning person, which I kind of thought I'd never see. And she and
I
same
wasn't
thing,
a morning person.
Same thing with me. Like she probably never thought I'd be a morning person. And here I am. I started when I first began my whole journey with working out. I started at like 7 in the morning, and that's early for us. 6, 5, 4, 3 a.m. And now I'm up at 2:45 a.m.
Crazy. I still think that's crazy.
I love it. I love it.
As long as he doesn't wake me up, I'm fine with it.
2:45.
You want to go to you want to wake up at that time? It's fine. Just don't wake me up. I need my beauty sleep.
Is that why you're so beautiful?
I guess so.
And she's also
okay. Let's move on.
Whoa.
All right. So that's a little bit.
That's kind of a summary. I think we're good.
But that's good. That's a good summary.
Yeah.
So moving on. Fitness has been a huge part of your transformation.
Yep.
Which is amazing. And then you started coaching.
I did.
And so now that you've transformed, into these habits, you're helping other people.
Yeah. Not just fitness. A lot of people think I'm a personal trainer, or they ask me to train them. Like, I'm not a trainer. I'm a personal development coach. Make it even easier, I'm a life coach. Like, I will help you change your life in all areas, not just fitness. Yeah, of course. That's more like the icing on the cake. Like that's gonna come with just changing with me, you working with me and changing your lifestyle and changing your habits. I've helped people like drop bad habits. I have a lot of close friends and people that I know that no longer drink alcohol because I stopped drinking alcohol. I have people that now wake up early that used to never wake up early. I have people that now are elevating their business because these habits are increasing and becoming better. I have people now in their marriage getting closer to their wife and respecting their wife and loving their wife more when they used to be the opposite and used to have problems with lust and used to have problems with adultery and that kind of stuff. I have people now this is my biggest accomplishment. I have people now getting baptized and getting closer and accepting Jesus Christ in their life.
Wow.
And going to church and growing their faith in God. Stuff like that. Like,
I love to see that.
Yeah.
That's
like,
amazing.
You know, that's,
and I've seen it. I've witnessed it.
Incredible feeling.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Like those things it's priceless. So those are the things that I really enjoy helping. And that's why I still do real estate, because I feel like people need to be taken care of. I cannot stand when people get taken advantage of, or someone's out there just to go ahead and get the business and not pay attention to your needs, your wants, and find you the right house for your family. And also when you're selling a home, do the right steps needed to maximize, you know, the sale of the house and make the transition just stress-free and easy. So now that I've mastered that, I'm still involved in it, but I want to scale it. I want to take my business to the next level in real estate. I'm also doing mortgages, and that's something that I'm adding under the umbrella of Fletis and Company with my partner right here, my wife. So that's the real estate mortgage business on that end. And then I'm also running at the same time my personal development coaching, which I looked for and to one of the best in the industry, Wes Watson. I went ahead and hired him directly. If you guys don't know who he is, man, that guy he's an animal. Like, he helped me transform and reprogram my mind to where I have it now and make it literally bulletproof. Like he gave me the system when it came to, you know, what I needed to do, set that foundation in the area, like, which I can get more in detail. If you want more information, just email me, message me, DM me, find me on social media. I will literally give you the blueprint to nutrition, to exercising, to non-negotiable habits, to eliminating and taking out what is holding you back and implementing what is going to take you and propel you forward to change and better your life.
Love it.
Yep. It's incredible. I'm ready. I'm ready to change a lot of lives with my wife. We're going to do it together. I'm already calling it. I'm kind of prophesying that. I have a feeling that God's going to take us to that next level. And at least we have it on record here that I'm saying it, God's will. And of course, we continue to pray and we continue to do his work in the meantime.
Yes. We have so many things going on. So many good things.
Yeah.
We're being pulled in so many directions, and
I
I know that all good things. We have a couple other projects we're working on as well. But so that is your fitness. So we are January, February, March. We went to San Diego.
Yeah, we
took some time off.
Did a little quick getaway.
Yeah, and you don't want to go back there.
No, man, things have changed. Gosh, that sucks.
So I planned this vacation for my family. Okay, we're not going to go to Cabo this year like we usually do. And so I said, we'll just go somewhere local. We haven't been to San Diego. It had been like 10 years or something. So we planned the trip. We were all excited. We get there and it was just like not the same.
Nope.
That it was like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Gosh, nothing.
It's crazy.
It's sad because, you know, this state, it's referred to as the Golden State, and it's kind of nothing like that whenever you go to different areas and cities that have that persona, you know, like Santa Monica, San Diego.
They used
San
to be very
Francisco.
beautiful.
Yeah, they used to be tourist areas and beautiful. We have the best weather in the whole entire country.
That's a fact.
And these places that we literally went to San Diego, and I felt like my life was in danger many times, and my wife's and my kids. I'm like, dude, yeah, I'm a Christian guy and I'm very nice, but like the moment I feel threatened or my family's threatened, you see that other side of me and it's dangerous. Like I'm scared of myself. If you guys ever see me fight a bear, you better help the bear. I tell my wife that. Don't help me.
We ended up leaving 2 days early.
Yeah.
2 days early. And we didn't even care about the money.
We got out of the gas. What? No, not
the gas lamp.
Was it the gas lamp? Yeah. That. Oh my gosh, man! There was some weirdos over there.
It was just a little crazy. It just kind of shows you what's going on over here. Unfortunately, I love California, but California has some issues. I think everybody knows
at the moment
now.
Yeah,
but we're gonna pray that God changes that.
Yeah, we do.
Turns it around because I really wanted to get out of California, and my husband does not want to get out of California.
Nope.
So it's very difficult. And we have one child that wants to stay, one that wants to go. So we're very
And we have one dog that wants to stay, one dog that wants to go. And we have 2 dogs too.
That's true. But I think for now we're going to stay put and just pray that God does a miracle.
Yeah. So that was March. And then April, May, June.
Yeah.
It's all kind of a blur. It just goes by so fast.
It really is.
Well, right now we're officially in June. We just started the beginning of the month. Like my wife said in the beginning of the podcast, we're already halfway through the year. I can't believe it. Neither can she. And a lot of people I talk to on a daily basis can't believe it. They're just like, time goes by so fast. I think it's because we're all distracted.
That's a good one.
I feel like, and I'm guilty of this too. I had to catch myself recently and I'm just like, man, I'm on my phone watching stuff or like it, but it's become a habitual habit. Like I just automatically just kind of get to it. My wife the other morning, I should say, actually, she got pissed. I woke her up. She got pissed, bro. So like cause she was asleep and I was like, I didn't want to go into like the family room or kitchen area. Cause I'm like, let me just chill for a little bit. I think this was Sunday morning, right? Sunday morning. Yeah. Actually it was yesterday. So I'm in bed. And I'm on my phone. Does this happen to you guys? Stupid phone, Instagram, social media. I'm on Instagram and I have like on my phone, you have the little silent button. I like clicked it this way to like silence it. And I'm watching a video. And of course, as I click on one particular video, all of a sudden the sound goes off and the video starts playing and she hears it and she gets up like a zombie. She's like this. She's like this. If you're gonna listen to something, you need to get out of here. I'm just trying to silence the stupid video.
Don't you go do that?
No, but you did not look like that, bro. And so I'm trying to silence a stupid video. I'm just like, I'm screwed. It's already over. She heard it. Like she's up. And I was just like, I had nothing else to say except I'm sorry because I couldn't get upset. Normally I probably would, but I'm like, no, you know what? Whatever. This is not my battle. I'm not going to try to fight it. Apologized, moved on. And then that actually made me realize like, in the morning, I'm not going to check Instagram anymore. I'm going to actually check the Bible, which I was checking the Bible second, but I'm going to start checking that first. Delay the gratification of checking social media. And really kind of the only reason I would do it, that's an excuse. I don't even want to get into that.
No, let's get into it, actually. I think this is a great topic for us to talk about. And I'll tell you why. Because I want to say when all this stuff happened to me back in October. So for those that don't know, for those that know me, and follow my social media, you know that I post daily, either encouraging messages or scripture. And some of you probably don't even know why I post those things, but there's a reason why I started posting those things. And it goes back to 2019. I don't think I shared this on the podcast yet, but in 2019, my mom was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer. And being a Christian and a believer at that time, when my mom told me that, and she told my sister and I was really shocked and I didn't know how to handle that. And I felt at that moment kind of like what you said about your faith. you kind of,
your
faith is being tested, right?
Yeah, tested.
And so at that time, I felt my faith, like, I felt fear. I just felt an overwhelming sense of fear. And I remember my mom telling me, like, where's your faith? Like, she's the one that's like diagnosed, and she's like, where's your faith? Like, I know I'm going to be healed from this. Like, she was very adamant about it. But that was a tough time for me. So what I started doing on a daily basis is I started sharing these, when I was going through this, I started sharing these scriptures. I started sharing things that would encourage me. And I was thinking about, what are other people going through? What are they struggling with? How can I help them? So I started posting every single day. I did it every single day for about 2 years straight without missing a day. Maybe the second year, maybe a couple of days here and there. And I started getting responses saying, wow, I really needed that today, or that really resonated with me. Thank you. And so it really encouraged me to keep posting. And sometimes people respond, sometimes they wouldn't, but that's the reason why I post every single day. It was because of what I went through with my mother, and thank God, praise you, Jesus, she's been healed.
Yeah,
and she is cancer free. But that's what helped me during that time. So that's why I post every single day. And I'll continue to do that, because I don't know what people are going through, but I just know that the Lord was with me, and it is with me, and is always going to be with me wherever I go, whatever I go through. So I just want to share that. In October timeframe, when I got sick, and when I say sick, it was just weird,
like stress,
and again, like the vertigo thing. That's when I stopped for a short period of time, and I said, okay, I got to take care of me, which is very hard for me to do, to say, because I take care of our kids, I take care of my husband, but I don't always put me first and take care of myself like I should. So that time I was like, okay, I'm going to be a little bit selfish, and I'm going to stop and take care of me. Going back to January, when I went back to, working full force, I said, I'm going to start putting my stuff out there again on a daily basis. I don't even know if you even noticed that I stopped posting for a while. Did you?
I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then I started a few months ago, because I was like, I can't let this stop me. I got to post. I need to put that word out there, because I don't know who is struggling. I don't know who needs to hear God's word.
You've gotten messages where people have told you they needed that, or it helped them.
Absolutely. But during that time, when I went back to work full force, I cut out the distractions. I tell my husband that I post and I go. I post and I go. So I don't sit there and see who looked at my stuff all day. And sometimes I feel like people may probably think like, oh, Camille doesn't look at my stuff. And you know what? You guys, I love you guys all. Anybody that follows my social media and I follow you back, it's because you're important to me and I want to see what's going on and support you guys and whatever. Otherwise, I wouldn't accept you on private. So, but I had to be a little bit selfish, and I had to go start working and do what I needed to do and cut out the distractions, because I was getting distracted. I feel like during that time when I got stressed too, I was looking at the news. I was looking at stuff on social media, the fear mongering, the crazy stuff that's going on in the world, that we're like, we're going into war, we're not going into war, this thing's happening. And I was just like, whoa, this is too much. So I backed off of it, which I think was the best thing for me. So, but my business is different, right? We have multiple businesses. I have another business that I do that's not with my husband.
What was that business?
I can't tell you. No, just kidding. So, but his business is primarily on social media. Yeah, so both. I kind of give him a pass when it comes to social media, because I know the majority of his business is marketing and reaching out to people. And believe me, he really has created some amazing relationships and connections, and I'm all about it. But I also understand that it could be very, what is the word? It just kind of sucks you in. I just like, it can kind of take over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's a time waster. It's all that distractions.
So I think there's a balance,
And
right?
I'd say everybody who's on there deals with it, because I even see like these celebrities that they post on their stories, like they're taking a break, they're taking time off, and I'm like, they're stating it publicly. They must have a struggle with it too. Everybody's human. Like I don't know. Subconsciously, you just want to know what people are doing, or subconsciously, you don't realize you're on it because you've already been so used to it, and you're just it's habitual. That's how we are as humans, right? Everything's like routine, and even bad things, and that's, I think, a bad thing. So you got to learn to control it, and you can't let it take over your family. You can't let it take over your time. You can't let it take over your marriage. You can't let it take over your mental health. All those things.
You almost get FOMO though.
More importantly, you can't let it take over your time with God.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. But you almost get FOMO, like if you're off social media, like you're going to miss
Not for me.
Well, because we don't watch the news. We don't have cable.
No. The only reason I go on social media, honestly, is like I just maybe get bored, and I'm on there just scrolling, watching a few stories. I watch my stuff more than other people watch my stuff.
You get bored? How are you bored when you're married to me?
Dang. No comment. Whoops.
Okay, guys, that's going to be another podcast, because I want more details on how my husband is bored and he has to be on social media so much.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
Moment of silence.
I didn't mean it like that.
All right, so let's get back to, so now we're in June. We kind of got everybody caught up.
Yeah.
I feel like we're missing something, but I'm sure we'll get back to it. But what I really wanted to do is just kind of let you guys know we haven't forgotten about the topics you guys want us to talk about, and we're going to bring it. And so our next podcast, we're going to talk about, why don't you, oops.
Are you having technical difficulties?
I am.
Okay.
Why don't you tell them what we're going to talk about? Because that's the only one I could find. I think there was two.
Oh no, I have more. I don't know if I can find them so quickly. But a lot of people here's just some simple topics. People want to talk about marriage. They want us to talk about marriage. They want to hear about those things. And marriage is very general, but here's what I'm seeing with marriages these days. There was just a very big social media influencer who just announced today that he received news that his wife filed for divorce.
Really?
Unexpectedly. Yeah.
I didn't hear about it.
Yeah.
See, I'm not on social media.
They run a company. They run a company together, and they're super successful, and they look all happy on social media. And he's just like, my wife out of nowhere filed for divorce.
Do I know them?
Sucks. No, you don't know them.
Oh.
Next topic, budgeting and sticking to it. So I'm learning this. But yeah,
that is one.
She's the queen of budgeting and sticking to it. Someone else wants us to talk about divorce. Again, I think that's a good one. Mm-hmm. And then our story and relationship with God. Yeah, that one's powerful. I've got a powerful testimony on that one.
I agree. So why don't we do marriage and divorce? And I think this would be good because I know, and we have just been to a couple weddings, which is amazing. Shout out to the Prados.
Mm-hmm.
And
Anissa and Brad.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That was an amazing, both incredible couples. Very fun weddings.
Beautiful weddings.
Beautiful.
And they honored God. Yeah. And they were just amazing. We'll talk about that too during that topic. So I think we should talk about marriage and then talk about, and I know some people that are also still going to be getting married soon. So, and then divorce. Because unfortunately, we've seen good friends of ours, several different couples get divorced, and that's been very, very difficult.
And we know that if we don't share this information and the people don't hear it at the right time, that new divorces and separations are going to happen. Because we live in a time right now where things are very difficult and people are just throwing in the towel, and the devil's working overtime, and he wants to ruin marriages, and he wants to throw whatever distraction, temptation, sin, or anger or evil thing into your marriage to ruin it. Mm-hmm. And it'll happen if you don't have the stuff that has helped us and that we're going to share with you.
Yep.
So we got to put that one out soon.
Yes, we'll do that soon. And then any other topics that you guys want us to talk about? I know one of them was raising kids in this day and age, and woo, that's another one. That's been hot topic. That's been difficult because we have teenagers. So the good thing is that we are raising our teenagers, and this is her last year of being a teenager, right? She's really not even a teenager. She's an adult technically, but anyways, I just say teenagers. But raising up our girls with a strong foundation,
values, morals.
So
we're proud of them.
Wow, there's a lot to talk on that. I mean, because our heart is the youth. Mike and I just feel very, very called to serve with the youth. So yeah, absolutely. I want to talk about that as well. So anything else that you want to say before we?
No, I think we covered a lot. This is a good recap. Yeah. Let's just leave the rest, I think, for the next episode.
Yep.
And hope you guys enjoyed hearing everything that we have here. And we want to thank you for listening. We want to thank you for supporting.
Yes.
We want to thank you for sharing. If you can please, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, Real with Mike and Camille, we're just going to get better and better and better. We promise we're not going to let this one go longer. As far as, the next episode, we're going to work on it because we feel now that we got kind of most of our life in order and we're back to where we should be. Because, we go through things too, mentally, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually, all those things. Like, we're human. And whoever doesn't confess or accept those things, and we have nothing to hide. We're not shameful. We're not prideful. We're humble, and we need God. And these are moments that show us like we have to rely on Him because we're human. We're gonna fall short. We're gonna disappoint ourselves, and we're gonna fall. But the Bible says you fall 6 times, we get up 7 times. And we keep moving forward. So that's what we want to share with you. Tune into the next one. Thank you guys again. We will be back.
Thank you, everyone.
It's going to be better than ever. God bless you guys.
God bless you.
And we'll see you on the next one.
I thought it was over. God had other plans. I thought it was over. God had other